Well, so far this year, Brazil, Indiana has had 3 boil orders, one lasting nearly a week.
And boil orders are not only a mess for the city, but also for those living there. News 10's Jane Santucci has the story.
Leo Southworth has gone through 3 boil orders this year.
Seems like every 2 weeks we break a line and end up on a boil order.
Leo says 3 doesn't seem like a high number, but it's enough if you've ever had to experience one.
It always costs. Nothing's free. So if I have to boil the water, then I'm going to pay for the electricity to boil it.
Old pipes running from the treatment plant into homes like Leo's break often.
We have lines in the system that are 60, 75 years old.
If a boil order is called, it is because there is a leak in a pipe. Even with all the water coming out, contaminants can make their way in.
Let me show you why it's difficult to fix a leak in the city of Brazil by using this paper towel roll. Now let's say that this is a pipe in Brazil, and hypothetically speaking, we'll say that there's a valve here and a valve here, and the leak is right here. You would typically just turn off these 2 valves and go ahead and fix the leak. Well, the downside is in Brazil, around 40% of the valves are, for better words, fragile.
Since it is not always possible to control a small area, they have to shut down an even bigger area, losing a lot of pressure in the city.
Anytime a water system loses its water pressure down below 20 psi, the state requires us anytime that we lose water pressure below that we put on a issue a boil order.
City officials say the only way to fix this constant problem is money, something this city doesn't have a lot of. In Brazil, Indiana, with Chief Photojournalist Mike Latta and Tony Casasilla, Jane Santucci, News 10.
Now, if you're a Brazil water customer, you might be questioning if your water is safe. For that answer, we turn to News 10's Shandy Parr.
Mark Patrice, we've had calls through the newsroom about a confusing piece of mail sent to Brazil water customers. Now, if you have Brazil City Water, earlier in the week you should have received this letter. Every year, the Indiana Department of Environmental Management requires the city to publish this Consumer Confidence Report. The report looks confusing, but there's nothing to worry about. Through all the elements, city officials assure you the water is safe to drink.
The various things that are on the report at the present time are things that we detected or the labs detected. That doesn't mean the water is unsafe. It just means that those things were detected in the water, but they all were under a maximum contaminant level.
Now, if you have any additional questions, you can contact the Brazil Water Treatment Plant at 812-448-1700. Mark Patrice, back to you.